Alright, here we go again. Springs, took them back out and took them back to the shop and said, can we go another 70mm lower? Dang, bit nervous. So they took another 70mm, reset them another 70mm, and that's the result of them there. So there ain't much arch left in those. So yeah, see what happens, I guess. Throw them back in and yeah, shit. Hopefully we're 70mm lower than where we were. Right, let's get into it. So I went in and picked up some new U-bolts for the diff to replace the old factory ones, because these are pretty average, old and worn, so I thought I might as well replace these. So I got these, but the 14mm thread, they're pretty chunky, so they're pretty solid, but they don't fit through those holes. So I'm gonna have to, and I haven't got a drill bit here at home big enough to drill those out. So, and also tried to get some new insulator bushings, but they didn't have any of those in stock, so I've got to get some of those. Probably get those from Tony at Northwestern Ford. I'll give him a call because he's usually got a good supply of stuff for the old Galaxie. So I'll give him a call and see if I can get some of those. But I need to chuck all this back together because it's going into VTNZ Monday to get the VIN tag put on it. So I need to get the VIN tag put on it. Yeah, get the ball rolling on getting it all legal. So it's booked in Monday to get that done. So it needs to be on the wheels at least, so I can get it up onto a trailer and take it in. So I'm going to have to chuck the old U-bolts on the old insulator, bloody bushings, locator bushings, whatever you call them. Chuck all that old stuff back on just to get it in there on Monday. And then later on I'll just have to replace those parts. Alright, moment of truth. It's where the wheel's sitting up, the weight's in the diff, so it's definitely tucked up a bit more. But everything's nipped up. So I tightened all these bolts up once the weight was on the axle with the wheels on. So I think that's what you gotta do. Oh, sorry, the light is shit because the sun is going down and I haven't got any lights in my garage yet. A half-built garage. There we go. Down hard. Ooh. That's it, lights off it. Weight is off it. Give it a bit of a bounce. Definitely gonna settle, but holy shit, that looks way better. Way better. So much better. It's where it should be. for sure. So when I took them in, the guy took the old stock 64 springs in, and I said 3 inches lower, so he did them 3 inches lower. And now I've taken them back to him, pulled them back out, took them back, and I said go another 70 mil, which is almost another 3 inches. So I don't know, maybe those stock springs were just worn out and stuff, but the dog's going nuts. What are you doing? What is it, Ruby? What is it? Anyway, I hope you guys can see that. Dang, that looks way better. Yeah, definitely happy with that. This guy. Egg. Berg. Right, back on the Galaxie. I want to pull out this cluster and probably get it painted black and tidy it up a bit. I think we don't need a temperature gauge here, so I think I might try and get a taco and put in there. So I've got this little setup down here, which has got all pressure bolts, water temp, so I'm probably going to screw that up onto there. Get rid of this temp, put a taco in there. I mean, this car's not, I don't know, standard or whatever, so I'm just going to make it how I want to make it. I've got a lot of gauges and stuff I need to fix up. I'm going to need the lights there, I need to fix that up, the wipers. I don't know if I've got a light one actually. But I bought a new wiper setup. Ignition, I need to change all the ignition barrel, got a new ignition barrel put in there. All this is pretty beaten up, but yeah, I don't know how far to go. I just want to get it all road legal and yeah, so I can drive it and use it. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, it's going to be far off getting it perfect. It's like I need to do the whole interior and everything, but I'll chuck some new carpet in it for now and just, yeah, you know, get it going, drive it, have some fun on it, and then yeah, go from there. Don't eat the frickin' camera, you egg. And I'll order some Dynamat and put some Dynamat down on the floor, up on the firewall there, on the back before we put the carpet in. So that should help with a lot of sound deadening, I guess, and make it a lot better. It would have been good to get it on before the hood lining went on, but never mind. So yeah, Dynamat and carpet, and I have got some new front suspension on the way. Yeah, so maybe August that'll be here, and I can chuck that. I'm pretty excited for that. Yeah, watch this space. that. I just labelled some of the bulbs and the wiring. There's not really much to it really. That main harness sort of ties to the back of it. So a couple of screws I've done through there. Yeah, fuel. Anyway, I can get at this ignition. Easier to get at that. Hope the new one works. So at the moment we've got this the old push button temporary hooked up to start it. Oh, should put a push button in there and be sweet, but I've got all the ignition barrel and keys and all that, so I'll try and get that in. And the wipers, get at the wiper motor here as well, because the wiper motor, the wiper switch is non-existent. It's been taken out, which is a bugger. Hopefully all the lights switches work. I'll make sure that's all teed up properly. Where's my box of goodies?
It's a long way to the shop if you want a sausage roll. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jeez. So I couldn't get a 64 Galaxie, so I got apparently this one fits, 65, 66 Mustang, which also fits a Fairlane, I believe. Alright, this is pretty tedious sort of stuff going on in here. So I've got this wiper switch in, doesn't have, there's a thread on the end of that. I don't know if you can see that. There's a thread on the end of that. So it needs like a nut to lock it onto that panel, which wasn't with the switch. So I need to get that. I'm going to get a new bezel, because that is shizer. Yeah, so that's that. I've got the old bloody cigarette lighter thingy out, but I think I'm going to leave that out until I've got this new ignition set up in here. That needs to come out, and I've got like wires going to nowhere. I think that might be something to do with the stereo up in there. Oh, and this random bulb, like, can anyone tell me what that is for? It's just hanging there. I wonder if it's like some sort of under dash light, or it goes up under there somewhere. I don't know. So that's hanging, and one of these wires, I can see that this here goes up over the dash down to this little twisty turning knob thing here. You can turn that left, you can turn it right, and it looks like some sort of speaker wire, but what the hell is that for? Some random shit going on here, boys, and it's tedious as. I'll get this ignition switch and then I'll bring you back. So this, the trick to these, I just found out. It's like a, you're changing a light bulb. It's like got the two prongs, and you push it in and twist it, and it pops out. So this is the same deal, pretty much. Sort of hold the back and the front and push and twist it, and she's off. I probably could just tidy that up and chuck that back in, but I got another one. And get this table out here. Come on, Lee. Come on. Man, it seems like I've got a lot to do on this car for full compliance, but so much tedious stuff. That's cars for you, eh? I think I'll just pull it off. Voila. I don't even know if that's buggered, to be honest. Not yet. These screwdriver's been in there or something. Same but different. Yep, that one wouldn't have worked. Sure. Where's my 10 mil? Oh, that's 3/8. Merca. What? What the heck? So I think I need to line that up, flip the key around, and she's in. She's in like, huh? I'll go like that. So I did a bit of research on how to put these in the ignition barrel, and there's a little hole there, and you jam that pin down in there and turn it left past the AC, and it should lock into place. So I should have just done that, eh? Watched a little YouTube video. So I see what it is. Come on now. Push it in. Right. Push it in. Turn it past AC. Well, look at that. On, off, out. What exciting! How bloody exciting is it? AC, listen to some banging tunes. Off, key comes out, ish, yep. On, start. Oh, dude. Fire me up. There's a bit of stuff coming out, but man, I've got a proper key. So I don't know if anyone's learning from that, but so not to install one, but I got there in the end. So there's that little hole there. Put a pin or a paper clip or something in that. So you turn it to ACC auxiliary, put your paperclip in that hole, push it in, and you'll turn it left past auxiliary, and the whole barrel will pop out. Alright, she's getting a bit dark in there, fellas. Ignition switch is in. Ciggy lighter is in. I only chucked that in to replace that. The old one looked stuffed. Replaced it for charging, really, so I can charge up speakers, phones, all that kind of thing. Alright, so finally got this cluster back together. I was doing a bit of a time lapse when I was putting it back together, but the bloody camera died, and that was the end of that, but you got the gist of it. So painted the gauge needles with just nail polish, really, like a pinky orange sort of a colour, and they came out way better. I think this fuel one was pretty faded, but I'm struggling with a bit of light here, but yeah. And so gloss black the housing is, come up pretty sweet. I mucked up a couple of spots and sort of had to rub it back a bit and redo those, but yeah, I'm pretty stoked with it. Where the oil sign and the alternator generator, hang on, let me turn this around, get some light from that window behind it. You can see there they're red, just the natural light coming in from the back, but that's the plastic like shroud piece, and I actually just painted that whole thing black, and then got some nail polish remover and a Q-tip or a little cotton bud, and just rubbed the lettering with that with nail polish remover until the paint came off, and it's actually turned out pretty sweet. I'm pretty stoked with that. Yeah, pretty stoked with that. Yeah, I do still want to put the taco in here, but for now I just chucked it all back together. Be good to keep the that factory faceplate, like the glass faceplate, so you still have the round circular bit there in the center, and have the taco in behind it. So I'm going to try and, I know it's 80 millimeters from across, so if I can find a taco that's pretty close to that and I can set it in behind the same spot, it will be sweet. Yeah, worst case I'll have to put one in, and I might sit a bit flush here, but don't really want to do that. See what happens. Yep, so that's all done. I'm going to leave it out so at the moment, because I still got some wiring that needs to get sorted out in here. Up in here, it's too dark to see anything. And obviously, like I said, the motor's still got to get wired up properly. So yeah, I'll do all that. I think I'm going to replace the steering wheel. I do like the steering wheel, they're freaking cool, these big old ones. But she's pretty had it. Yeah, I mean, it's just the outside bits that are cracked, but as I'm going all black in here anyway, so I'm going to have to replace that. The steering column red, and the underside of the dash red, and then obviously that's going to flow onto the center console and the side kick panels, etc, etc. Yeah, but sweet, stoked for that. That's mean. Yeah, a lot lower, happy with that. That's min. Oh, I can't see shit. Pretty happy with the height there now. The old leaves in there. But yeah, that'll be sweet. That'll be all good. No blocks, so way better without the old blocks in there. And so I guess next up is sorting that front suspension out. So like I said, I've got some coming. An upgrade there. So hopefully August sometime when that comes in, or get that chucked in. Get rid of the old dog leg bolts on the lower control arms. Put those replacement straight through ones in I've got there, and get it wired up. Get it wired up, boys, and then can actually drive this thing properly. Yeah, sweet. All right, awesome. Thanks for watching. I know it's been dragged out a bit, this video, and there wasn't really much content apart from me stuffing around trying to figure out that bloody ignition barrel, but hey, yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.